Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a saucer that supposedly landed in Lebanon. I don't know if you can see it. It's not very clear, but here's a saucer. Not the best video. Anyways, also have this one here that I know I've shown before, but it's supposedly a large, huge, miles-long extraterrestrial mothership floating above Earth in low Earth orbit. Also have this one here from southeast Queensland, Australia, UFO group that, they have these cameras that are set up to film certain parts of the sky 24/7. And in this one, they actually catch something here moving. Also have this one here. This is a long 35-minute video from Gina Marie Coven Hill, but I'm only going to show you a small clip of it, of this craft, this giant saucer-shaped or cigar-shaped craft, I think it is, that showed up above the Eiffel Tower. And then this one, I'm not 100% convinced that it's, real, but again, I'll leave the links in the description so you can watch it, come to your own conclusions. But it supposedly shows a gray alien film caught in the forest. And then let's see. And then this one here is just a 3D CGI animation movie of the UFO landing that happened at Holloman Air Force Base. And it's written from the perspective of Robert Emenegger, who was a documentary filmmaker. And he wrote this book, UFOs Past, Present, and Future. And he claims that, the military came to him and asked him to make this documentary about UFOs, but at the last minute, they changed their mind and supposedly gave him bad footage or not the best footage to include in his film. But this is his telling of the film that he saw. And then last, I have this clip here. It's a short clip from Danny Jones' clip. Now, I've only watched this part of it. I'm sure this is part of a longer interview of this guy here who's, I believe his father had a UFO encounter. And after the encounter, he was questioned by people from NASA. And then, this guy talks about how some of these people at NASA also actually worked for the CIA. And then in this part here, he talks about the disclosure plan that he was told when he was 15 or 16 years old. And, in it, he says it's a process, like like I've been saying. I know a lot of people think that disclosure is going to be like this one-day event, but, my conclusion or what I believe is happening is that, we are in the disclosure process and we've been in it for a while. And John Ramirez said in, one of my other videos, that we're going to be in phase 5 soon. But yeah, this guy basically says the same thing, that everything's going to finally be released by 2025. But anyways, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing these videos to you, please give this video a like, please subscribe, and share it too. Oh yeah, and one other thing, I've been asking people to subscribe to my channel, and I just realized that YouTube isn't recording all everyone that subscribes. I've had 2 people. I watched one person actually subscribe to my channel, and then someone else told me that they had just subscribed to my channel, but for whatever reason, YouTube isn't recording it because I was never sent a notification. Generally, if someone subscribes, I'm supposed to be sent a notification, a new subscriber. But after these 2 people told me, like I said, I physically watched one person subscribe, but for whatever reason, YouTube never sent me a notification that these people subscribe. So, I'm asking if you haven't subscribed and you do plan on subscribing, just make a note of the number of subscribers that I do have and see, if you do subscribe, let me know if the number does increase by 1 after you subscribe. Because I don't think, YouTube is actually recording or noting, everyone that subscribes to me. But anyways, let's go to this first video here. Now let's see a large disc-shaped ship that appears to land in Lebanon. Check this out.
Voyez un enregistrement extraordinaire dans lequel on observe, avec une grande clarté, un objet en forme de disque blanc avec des lumières qui s'allument et s'éteignent. Apparemment, il descendait sur un secteur de la ville.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to see that UFO, but here, I think this is enhanced
Sans
version.
doute, certaines sont l'une des images les plus claires qui aient été présentées de ce type de nuage en forme d'ovni. Observez ici, nous le voyons avec une photo d'objets essayant de ressembler à des nuages.
A more close-up version of it, but look at that thing. I mean, it looks, kind of looks like it's there. But again, you know how I feel about these videos. I'm never 100% convinced that they're all real. I could be wrong, but the links will always be in the description, so you can check it out and, come to your own conclusions. Now let's see. Now this one here, this is another video I'm pretty sure I've shown before in one of my older videos, but like I've always said, if you guys have been subscribed to me for a while or watching my videos for a while, occasionally I do replay some videos because, I get new subscribers, right? I get people that, that have just recently found my channel, and maybe, they haven't seen this particular video. So yeah. So if you are just starting to listen to my channel, occasionally I will play certain videos or repeat certain videos because I think they're worth repeating. Let me turn this down here. We don't need to hear that music. And I just want to say that when I did post this video previously, I had someone in the comments say that like this was a bottom, because I think someone tried to cover this up by creating another another video where someone inserted like the International Space Station, and they were trying to claim that this is the bottom of the International Space Station. But I think, yeah, this is a huge giant mothership, because you can see some of those other little ships. But remember, this was taking place in low Earth orbit. And I believe that this, this has to be, based on the zoom and stuff like that, somebody in the International Space Station must be filming this. Yeah, look at that thing. Now, I believe that, that these are other smaller ships, but this is happening in low Earth orbit. Anyways, link to that will be in the description. You want to check out the rest of that. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, now this is from, what is it? Southeast Queensland UFO Watch. Watch this little object here move across. Let me just back up a hair. Let me turn that music down here. Yeah, now that's definitely too fast to be a, any kind of bird or anything like that. And definitely a satellite's not going to make that maneuver. Yeah, you can see, some of these other things flashing across the screen are bugs. Yeah, like these things here. Those are insects. And this is moving way too fast to be a conventional aircraft. And the trajectory, it's not a straight line, so it definitely can't be a satellite. Anyways, link to that will be in the description. Okay, now again, this is a long video, 35 minutes long, but I just want to show you a small clip of it from Gina Marie.
Boom, look at it. See it? Right there is where it's at. I'm in Paris. I time travel. That's what I'm doing. I'm astro traveling, you all. I'm traveling all over the world through the webcams. That's what I'm doing. All over the world. Yeah, something else is pretty neat. I'm going to take you all back just a few so you can see what's happening to the Eiffel Tower. Watch this, you all. Look what it's doing. It started doing all this sparkling, is what happened with this ship. And I don't know, is this normal for you all? If you're in France, is it normal for it to sparkle? Because I really don't know much about it. I don't. Maybe it's normal, but I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. If this is something that it normally does, okay, so that's what it normally does. It sparkles like that.
The sparkling on the Eiffel Tower might be normal, but this is definitely not normal. And I'm surmising that she's videotaping this off of a webcam from her computer. Anyways, that's as much as I want to play with that. Go to, I'll leave the link and you can go to her channel and check that out. Gina Marie Colvin Hill. I think I've played other videos of her too. She's always capturing things going on. Anyways, let's see. Now this one here is just a short. It's probably like a Twitter from UFO Insight. Anyways, check this out. Let me turn that music or that audio down. See, now you're hearing a helicopter, but I find it hard to believe that this was taken from a helicopter, which is why I question the validity of this little clip. Now, definitely, I want to believe that it's real, but why would someone artificially insert the sound of a helicopter? Well, at least I don't believe that this is being taken from a helicopter. So why is that helicopter sound in there, right? I'm assuming that was inserted. Clear video 8 to 10 foot tall. Now, how are they determining this thing is 8 to 10 foot tall also? Yeah, anyways, link to that will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. And like I said, this is a 3D CGI animation of this guy, of a documentary filmmaker, Robert Emenegger, narrating this little clip. So let me just play this short part. Now, yeah, he in the beginning, he explains how he was approached by the military to make this UFO video, and they gave him a bunch of footage to watch. You can see here, and then and they handed him this film here, which showed a landing at Holloman Air Force Base, and then this is the part where these little or these aliens come out. So let me just back up a little right about here and check this out. I'll just play a little bit of this too.
Out of these craft emerged three beings, not of our world. They extended a greeting to the U.S. Air Force personnel, a moment that bridged two worlds. The visitors carried a device that translated their alien language into perfect English.
Yeah, so I want to point out that in I think the original documents that talk about this incident, the beings were described to be very different looking, right? And also carrying a staff. And I think in here they do mention that. I thought I saw where they did show you some of the drawings of what what they actually look like. I think this is just an artist depiction of what he created, but I don't think these were actually what they actually look like.
They stayed for hours, a meeting of minds from different realms.
You know what? That's as much as I want to play. I just realized I might get hit with a copyright violation if I play too much of this. I'll probably get hit anyways. But anyways, yeah, this is an interesting video. Like I said, it it just supposedly shows this whole incident where Ameneger was approached by the military to make this UFO video. And then after that, he wrote this book, UFOs Past, Present, and Future. So let's go to this last clip here. Now, like I said, this is just a short, just under 9-minute clip of this full interview. I still haven't watched the full interview. I plan on watching it, but I get the, I think what happened is this guy's father had a UFO encounter, and after the UFO encounter, he was questioned by people from the CIA and NASA, and then here he tells Danny Jones what the person said about the whole disclosure. And like I said, disclosure is not an event; it's a process. It's an ongoing process that we're currently in.
Yeah.
The beings, the entities, Now, here is something that I find particularly wild. But in about 2008 or 9, I would have been like 15 or 16 years old. Something he said to me and my family that for many years I've been paying attention to in my mind is that by the year 2025, the disclosure rollout would be on the table. All those years ago, 2008 or 2009, he said, the government's disclosure plan is going to be out on the table by 2025. And this is what he's saying. He said, and we're going to do it through soft disclosure, meaning there's going to be like a steady drip of information so as to not shock people. It's going to be like little bits of information coming out over a long span of time.
Right.
But, that we should know pretty much the majority of everything by 2025. He told me that when I was a kid.
Again, what I've been saying is that, disclosure has been taking place. Disclosure is not big D disclosure, not an event. It's little d disclosure, like this guy said, soft disclosure, where we're just slowly being given information, and ultimately, I think what they're going to tell us is that, that these beings are not visitors, which is why they now call them non-human intelligence as opposed to aliens or extraterrestrials, but that that they've been on Earth for a long time, and there's multiple advanced species that share the planet with us. Like I've always said, they live in our oceans, they live in deep earth caverns. There are places around the planet that, are referred to as UFO hotspots. So, I think those are the places where they reside, right? For instance, we got the Bermuda Triangle, we have the Alaska Triangle, the Antarctic, Mount Shasta, all these places where people routinely see UFOs. And, and even I've heard interviews with Russian generals or people in the Russian military that say, yeah, if they want to see UFO, they know places that they can go, and they routinely see these crafts. Well, yeah, and what about the Hasselden? I think that's in Norway, right? Hestelen. The Hestelen lights, right? Again, why are people, seeing these crafts in the same locations year after year for decades? And I think it's because that's where they reside on the planet. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for making it till the end. And as I said before, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a like. Please share this video. And more importantly, please subscribe. And again, if you haven't subscribed and you plan on subscribing, please take a note of how many subscribers I have. And yeah, let me know in the comments if the numbers move up after you subscribe, if the numbers change after you subscribe. But anyways, until next time, take care.